all-white Cougar powered by 4 850 Gentry inboard motors with K5 Keycafer outdrives. This boat is owned and driven by Charles E. Marks from Potomac, Maryland, and your navigator and throttle man is Bobby Moore. This boat is really special. This is a brand new super boat known as Eric's Reality, and today it's his debut race. We've got the green flag and we've got racing. Spirit Special on the inside takes an early lead over Runaway, but here comes D25. Assault drops back slightly. Willickers hanging tough on the outside. Good clean start. Runaway, that all-red boat on the outside, looking very strong. D25 really making a move. That Apache is a tough racing boat, and he's certainly making up some ground right now. Spirit Special with a quick lead is starting to extend it slightly, and we'll wait and have to see how this race unfolds. Just what will the strategy be here? These racers know how rough it is right now, and they don't want to go out and break anything. There you see the ground that D25 is making up as he's taking a slight lead over Runaway. And looking back on the pack, that's Willickers, relatively still in the same place on the outside, and on the inside was the Assault race team. Special. This is a 38-foot cigarette powered by twin 730 horsepower Mercury inboards with Mercruiser outdrives. This boat is owned and throttled by the great Mandy Fernandez from Miami, Florida. He's got John Tomlinson from North Miami, Florida as his driver, and Tony Fernandez, the navigator, also hailing from Miami. They've taken a first place in Sundays, and they've taken a third place at St. Petersburg. So Spirit Special is obviously in the hunt for the overall championship here. It is going to be between Spirit Special and US1 Boat Manufacturing, Bernie's boat, and it's going to be between Bernie and Mandy to see who is going to be your overall champion in the D class here today. Here we come up on a boat that is certainly not stopped. This is the all-red 34-foot Coyote known as Runaway. D4, and they look like they're running away with things right now. This 34-foot Coyote is powered by twin 600 horsepower Mercury inboard motors with Mercruiser drives. This is their first place, and they're presently unofficially running in first place in class, holding off Assault and Spirit Special. This boat is owned and driven by Peter Hernandez from Miami, Florida. He's got Bernardo Correga on throttles, and Bernardo just had to do a bit of tricky throttling right there as the boat came way out of the water, but they're back on plane now and running strong. And you've got Lionel Santos, your navigator, also from Miami, Florida. So the crew of Hernandez, Correga, and Santos making up the Runaway race team. Boat number 25, it's known as Assault. This is a 37 5-inch black cigarette powered by twin 640 horsepower Mercury inboard motors with Mercruiser drives. This boat is owned by Jorge Ferro from Miami, Florida. It is driven by Ed Shear from Miami, Florida. It is being throttled by Mousy, also hailing from Miami. And rounding out the crew as your navigator is Robert Galen, also from Miami, Florida. Listen to Mousy do his bit on the throttles. As this boat comes in and out of the water so many times, the throttle man really has his work cut out for him today in such a rough water race. They'll really be getting a workout today, and a good throttle man can make the difference between first and second place on a race such as today. Now we come up on D13. This is the boat known as G. Willickers. It is a white, black, and red 32-foot 1987 Scorpion boat. This boat is sponsored by G. Willickers Nightclub in Pompano, Florida. This has got two Sunrise Auto motors with 540 horsepower apiece. This boat is really doing a fine job right now. This boat is owned by Scorpion Powerboats from Miami, Florida. On throttles, you've got Julio de Verona from Miami, Eddie Marin is your driver from Fort Lauderdale, and Manuel Gomez is your navigator, also from Miami. They'd like to extend a special thanks to the G. Willickers Nightclub and all their staff who've done a fine job, and of course Eddie Marin Sr. for everything that he's done. Now we're coming in. There's that D25 boat who had a big problem, and there you see it. Look at the hole. There's about an 8-foot section with about a 2 to 3 foot hole in the bottom of that.
great little battle going on here in the early stages of the